Imagine you have a massive set of data, such as statistics on NFL offensive players. You need to make sense of the data and you need to convey this data to a wide variety of different audiences. You'll need charts, graphs, maps, and everything in between. Tableau is an up-and-coming data visualization software that can help you. Immediately after uploading your dataset, you will run the data interpreter for Tableau to make sense of your data. After you review it in Excel, you will select the data you want in Tableau and move from there. In sheet 1, you can see we have created a basic chart about the average weight and average bench press of NFL players based on the college they graduated from. In sheet 2, we will see which college has the most NFL athletes. To add a dataset, we simply double-click on the leftmost tab. Using the Show Me tab on the right-hand side, we'll create a tree map to easily identify and compare different colleges. We'll double-click on the sheet title name to change it to an appropriate title. As you can see, it's easy to compare and contrast the different colleges based on this type of graph. On sheet 3, we'll compare each conference and its number of NFL players over time. We'll double-click the year, the number of records, and change this to a line graph to easily compare and contrast the different conferences. When we click on the Show Me tab, it will go away and reveal the key for each conference. Again, we'll double-click on the sheet title to change it to an appropriate name. We'll also right-click on the Sheet tab at the bottom to change the name of the tab so we can organize our workspace better. Let's say we want to filter our data. We only want to see the conferences that have sent, at a minimum, 100 players to the NFL. Actually, let's make that 200. We'll go ahead, right-click on the category for the rows, and then change this filter. As you can see, it adjusted our data set. Now we'll move on to a dashboard. The dashboard allows us to see more than one data sheet at a time. This can help us see multiple conclusions from our data set all on one screen. In order to make our graphs easier to view, I'll change their size from a standard size to an automatic setting. So this will automatically adjust our data so we can see it easily from any different device. There's one more important feature in Tableau, and this is stories. When we want to build a story, we will click and drag another sheet to our workspace. Then we have the option to add captions and talk a little bit more about the conclusions we've drawn from our data set. Let's say we want to draw attention to the Big Ten schools represented in the graph. We can make a simple and quick statement at the top of the graph in the caption. Again, we will double-click on the title of our story to change it to a more appropriate title that lends to what the story is actually representing. Then we'll click the Duplicate tab and show a different version of the same graph with a different caption. This explains why they call it a story, as each page progresses the dataset a little further. Finally, we'll go back to our dashboard page and show how our dashboard will look on different type of devices to make sure that each user can view the dataset in an appropriate way. Make sure to use Tableau for any of your data visualization needs.